Good morning, good evening. Welcome back, PALTI familiar, Marto, Tone, and everyone else that's missed us. Gentlemen, where have you
Good
been?
evening.
Good evening. Good evening, gents. We're
What do you know?
back.
Yes, it's been a good week. Not so good on the punt, but geez, I tell you what, I love this time of year. The Warrnambool Carnival, Rick McIntosh. How bloody good is the bull? We just love him screaming it out.
Tone, were you invested in the racing at the Bull? Did you have a punt at all? Or do you have a
There's only
punt?
one thing I'd like to say about the bull. Next. Punts there. Terrible racing, terrible jockeys,
Oh my God.
rigged racing, shit horses. Nah,
Oh my
not
dear.
happy at all. Um,
I don't know. I reckon it's a great carnival, Taz. It brings a lot of people to that part of the world, and the track actually held up, given the rain and the way it chopped out a bit. But it was nice, lush green turf on top. I thought it held up well enough. I like the racing. Big blowout in the Warrnambool Cup, 35-1. Woo.
Yeah, down the bottom. Look, I'll be honest with you, and I know you guys know that I've been, and I was saying this to someone this week. I don't mind the carnival, but it's just a blokes fest.
Of
and
course,
and an alcoholic I don't know, excursion.
that's
Or
what we are, Taz.
but
You get
that's
away from the missus for a few days. You have a few drinks out at the track
you
with your mates. You have a great time, and then
don't
they might
know.
pick a winner or two.
You don't. You're just
Oh
like
my God.
you
He's
all
gone
you
soft,
are.
Tone. He's
No, it's
gone
not.
soft.
It's not.
Yeah, yes. Yeah,
Until
it is.
until you experience it, you can't say. Because I've been, and there's nothing wrong with the racing carnival, but there's only so much you can drink and only so much that you can just hang around with blokes. Because after a while,
Oh.
blokes are boring. You need some
Right.
female energy. You do. But it is a good carnival.
Anyway,
Um, but I just think that it's too much testosterone. You
speaking of carnivals, I'm off to the time-honored Gordonvale Cup meeting this weekend up in Cairns. Then a group of about 20 odd mates heading out there for the day. We got the party bus booked. Get on there, rock on. We got a pavilion booked out, food and drinks all ready to go.
big race card. How many there? Eight,
I have
six?
no idea. I probably won't even be having a bet on the day. I mean, it's
Why?
Gordon Cup Day. Well, you've got to have something, I guess, in the cup. But no, it's just out there for the mateship, getting together with blokes and having a drink and a laugh. That's what it's all about, Taz.
But not for 3 days in a row. That's what I
No,
can.
no, one,
Yeah,
one's
one day in a
enough.
row
You
I can
don't.
understand. Now, it is episode 92 AC. Last week, apologies for the misfortune, but unfortunately, I couldn't make it. And because I'm the tech savvy guru at the moment, sorry, people, blame it on me, is all I can say. Now,
We
that
will
said,
blame you. We just couldn't
yeah,
be bothered doing it.
now that's
Fish you weren't there.
now that said, we haven't been great. I think last
uh,
week, Marto got a Kickstarter up, and
yes.
That's
my
it.
Glory Days
And you,
got up, and that was about it.
Yep.
So lucky
It's it. It's
if we
that
got a
time of year.
dropout. It is that time of year, but we're better than that, boys. We're better than that. So let's prove that we are better than that
Big bounce
by
back.
delivering this week. So I know that Tone, I've had a look at your tips, and I'm really surprised, and I'm also surprised by yours, Marto. But I'll let you boys kick us off with our Kickstarters, and I'll tell you my surprises. Marto, where are you going for your kicker?
I'm going to go to the second at Caulfield. A bit of rain down there, so we're going to have a nice wet track. I think it suits a ex-Irish Pat stayer called Simurg. I am a little worried about the rail. I just read it's going to be out 12 meters. So he's a get back horse, but it's 2,000 meters. He does stay all day over these sorts of trips. Just missed it his first run in Oz at Pakenham last start. I think the extra trip, and hopefully we don't get willowed because Craig Williams is on. He's made the trip back down to Melbourne. But yeah, I'm looking to kick that off the day. Caulfield Race 2, number 13, Simurg. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. It's about 450. It
Nice one.
will come in because Extra Rush ran in the Cup today at Warrnambool, so I expect his odds to shorten a little bit.
Nice one. I did see it. Being an Irish horse, one would think that it'll handle the wet. So, and the rain is still coming down here at Melbourne. Tone,
Yep.
surprise me. Tell me which
Uh,
town you're betting in.
I've gone to Gosford. I've gone to
Oh,
Gosford on a Saturday. There we go. That's
Oxford
how
Cup
bad
Day.
it's going. I cannot find anything. Gosford race one, number two, Priory Park. Favourite, one of the worst jockeys in Australia is on it. Should get it home in Dylan Bloody Gibbons. Two starts, has had one win, drawn the rails, powers home, should beat this lot. It's basically the only one in there with a little bit of any experience, really. Uh, yeah, I think should just win. My original tip in that, as you know, was Scratch was favourite.
Yeah.
I
So
did.
yeah, so you've taken the other favourite, which is good because I reckon you're on it. I reckon you've got
Yeah.
the right winner. And I reckon if you take a race to race double, because I too am going to Gosford, but I'm going to race
Oh,
to number 13. So I've got a little bit of Marto and a little bit of tone in that. Number 13 for Marto's tip, Gosford for your tip.
Beautiful.
So I'm keeping you both happy. Queen's Rhapsody. Now, let me tell you, this horse has had 7 starts. It's only won one, but been placed 5 others. So it's only missed the placing once. When it missed the placing, it was last prep, and then it was thrown into the paddock and off she went. The thing that really caught my attention about this horse is the price that it has started. $5 first up, $2.45 to start before that, $1.50 when it won. Jay Collett is booked, and for me, when I see a horse that there's a lot of money for, it's got a really good race record, and it's coming back second up after a spell, I think this can win. It's got form behind 2 horses that are running on the same day that I think both are really short in better quality fields. This ran second to Crepe
oh
Myrtle.
yeah.
It also ran
Yep.
second behind Flying for Fun. And I think both those horses are in some bigger type races. So for me, Queen's Rhapsody, $5, 5.50, race to race double with tone, get on.
Worth a crack. Yeah, crack medals in the
That's it.
takeover target stakes, isn't he?
So
Later in the day at Gosford.
and Jay Collett's booked to ride it. He's had 2 runs and he's been on it for a couple of placings. I think he's due to win. So there we go. Queen's
Why not?
Rhapsody it is. Now, Marto,
Hello.
a bit of a sidetrack here. You reckon the footy was great today, and
Today it was awesome.
and you also reckon that Carlton and Collingwood, Essendon supporters are pretty bad, even Richmond. And I said Sydney ones are
I,
the dumbest. I don't know. I'm trying to wind you back, just as you are.
yes.
Did we see a grand finalist there tonight?
I don't know about grand finalists, but finalists for sure.
Because you're
I'm not.
putting Sydney in the grand final, so that's why I'm thinking if you,
No, I
no,
still think we might fade late.
oh, I hope you do.
I do. I still think we might be peaking early and maybe fade late. Yeah, we're going to play finals, but is it going to be a grand final year? I'm not sure. I'd
What
still
about
say
you,
in top six.
Tone? What do you reckon? Did we see a grand finalist, or did we just see 2 pretenders?
Uh, well, I'm a bit like Marto. Sydney plays so well, and they get into the finals, and they let me down. They let me down. They're not there. I think
They have done.
Hawthorn's close, but I don't think they'll win the grand final.
But
Yeah.
the thing with Sydney this year is they've got something that they were lacking last year. They've got big cocks.
He was
Here
there
we
last
go.
year.
Oh, but they're bigger this year. So,
Hey, on the news of Sydney, in a day where loyalty is rarity, is becoming more and more rare, Isaac Heaney has signed on to be a Swan for life. They've given him a contract extension for as long as he wants, and then after football, he's being granted any coaching position he wants, whether it's in the first, in the reserves, whether it's in the academy, whether it's a development squad. So he's going to be a Swan for life.
He'd probably be my favourite Sydney player, Heaney.
You
no,
got
the
to love
lizard.
watching.
I love the lizard.
Oh yes, Blakely out the back,
Yeah, halfback
running off the back line.
Blakey.
Who's
I
that?
like the lizard. The lizard,
Nick Blakey.
Nick
Mm.
Blakey.
Oh yeah,
How he
love
didn't
both.
end up at North Melbourne is beyond me, but geez, he goes.
Oh, he certainly does.
Now, best bets, boys. Best bets. Where are you going? Because this is where the fun begins.
This
Who should
is,
we start with? Let's start with you, Marno.
yeah,
Where
right.
are you
I'm
going?
going to I'm
Oh,
going to
hang on a tick.
Morphettville.
Say that again.
It's, yeah, well, I
Where
had
are
a
you
look at
going, Marno?
Caulfield. I had a look at Goss, but I'm not real keen. There's a couple I like on the Gold Coast. Where we're getting ready for the Brisbane winter, but to finish off the Adelaide Carnival there, it's the last weekend in Morphettville. It's a Goodwood Stakes weekend. I'm going to go in the coming stakes, race 6 at Morphettville. Number 2, Aram Bay. He won the Adelaide City about 4 weeks back, and he's had a freshen up since. Won't mind the wet track. He's going to go forward, and another track where the rail is out. So I hope I'm right here, Taz, but I'm predicting that Morphettville's going to be leader bias again, or at least forward bias, which
Yep.
is right where Aaron Bay's going to be. Um, Got a bit of a jockey change though. Zach Lloyd's jumped on and Lockie Niendorf is off. I'm not sure what's happened there. I'm not up to date with the news in South Australia. But Zach Lloyd's riding, got a nice gate, barrier 7. He's going to be forward right behind the speed. The wet track suits, distance suits. If it is leader bias, he's going to be right there.
Yep. Well, Marno,
Sounds good.
is one that you've tipped before in Melbourne. It's done a rounds and it does go well and it's in good form. But the fact that Marto is tipping in Morfordville, goodness gracious me. Now, Tone, you don't like to bet at these country racetracks. So what's
No,
the smallest state of racing this weekend? Where are you betting, Tone? Surprise us.
I've gone to South Australia
Oh, you've gone there
Oh, we're
too.
all going. We're invading you, Taz.
Hey?
in the very next. Well, I've had enough of the crooked rigged racing
Oh,
in Victoria, and those bloody country jockeys have been horrendous the last couple of weeks, and they're just horrendous. I'm staying way away from Victoria and mostly New South Wales. But anyway, after Mardo, race 7, number 12. How do you say this, Mardo? Cocaco? Cocaco.
Yeah, okay.
doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you say it first past the post is what I reckon.
Exactly, as long
race
as it wins. Call it whatever
race
you like.
number 12. Chris, what's his name? Parnham's on there. We've got a jockey on who's honest as the day is long. In 55.5 kilos. It won first up after a spell at Pakenham, and they've pumped it into the city racing at Morfettville in South Australia. So I think it's in with a big chance.
Yeah,
So we've
Chrissy
got
Parnham come across the border to ride. He's
that's
not
what I
riding in WA.
that's what I
That's
was going to
interesting.
say. That's what I mean. I think Pikey's riding there as well. I think there's a few of them,
Exactly. Yep.
which is interesting because it's Tone betting in South Australia on a
Mate,
Victorian
that's it.
horse ridden by a Western Australian,
Yeah.
tipped by a guy who's originally from Tassie who lives in Japan.
Talk about Mr. Worldwide.
Eh? Absolutely. Could you have found
Oh my
anything
God.
other, Tone? Well, I'm going to be true to
Where are you going?
the good races, and I'm staying at Caulfield. And I'm
Cool.
sticking with Willow because I've got a gut feeling he might have a good day out at Caulfield. So I'm going with race 5, number 5, Ever Rain. Friedman,
Mm.
Willow combo. Look, this horse knows how to win. I think it's won 4 of 9. It's beautifully drawn in barrier 5. Um, look, I don't know if it's going to be a track biased leading or coming from behind. Predominantly Caulfield, you need to be up close enough if good enough. I think Willow will be able to ride it close enough if good enough. Um, Look, I think it's sectionals last time well. Um, I just I could tell you tons of stuff, but at the end of the day, it's all written down here. It's one on a track. It's placed at the distance. I like him, and I think the price is right. That is the bottom line. I don't think if more rain comes, it's going to be a problem either. So for
No,
me,
it's one on the heavy.
Willow, Willow, $3.20 at the moment. Everrain, Friedman, Willow have a big day.
Yeah, I like it. I think from barrier 5, I think he'll be a bit more forward than he was last start. And
Yeah,
you're right. That was blistering speed to finish off last start.
yeah. So that's where we're going. So realistically, we've got about $3, let's say by $2 is 6, by 8 is 48. So we might get about 50 to 1. So Tone, we know how you love your three-leg multis. 100 at 50 to 1 is 5,000. Send that down to your daughter there studying on the Gold Coast. and she'll blow it in one big night out on the piss. What do you
Before
reckon?
we get into glory days, boys, do you know that Bustling is running first up for about 2 years at Caulfield this weekend? It was
Is
a
it top
two-year-old
weight?
superstar in WA. It came over to the East Coast and broke down. Bryce Kent Jr. stable persisted with him rather than retiring him. And by all accounts, he's ready to go again. $4.20 in race six is top weight. He's earned top weight on his past form. It's I wouldn't be loading up on him, but I think he's worth a little bet if he has come back.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like with horses first up after a prolonged period is they either go really well or they just don't. There was one, who has it? Epi Miles or something. I think it's had a couple of starts this time in. Same sort of thing. I'm not sure who trained it, to be honest, but it was off the scene. It could have been anything. I don't know. It's very hard, but I did notice it
It is.
being top weight.
Yes.
I
Yeah, I
did
mean,
notice it.
he's still only 4 years old, and by all accounts, he was a Group 1 horse until he broke down. And like I said, they chose not to retire him.
Do
They
you know
chose
what
to
he did
persist
though?
with.
Was it a suspensory or something?
I couldn't tell you offhand, sorry.
That's all right. Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, look, the market obviously says 460, so the market says
So
chance.
that, yeah, there must be
Yeah.
things well
Um,
in it.
they've kept him. You're
Well,
right.
yeah, I think they're
Chance.
being cautious, the market, but yeah, top weight, 62 kilos, he's doing that. Might be worth a look. If not,
Yeah,
well, I won't be loading up, but yeah, maybe
yeah,
a
not
little
bad.
$20 note goes on there.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we've got kick glory days bets, and I'm going to go through mine. I'm going to go first this time round because this
Go. What
thing
do you got, Taz?
was scratched from Warrnambool. So Caulfield race 7, number 4, El Rocco.
Ooh,
$15 and $3.60 a place. Was scratched from Warrnambool. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but it was in to go over there. This thing just excels on rain affected going. Every win it's had has pretty much been on rain affected going. I think it's had about 20 starts because it's a 7-year-old on the good and it has not won once. So the more rain, not a problem at all. Will push forward. So
mm,
that suits as well. I think the fact that he could have gone to Warrnambool and got suitable conditions and has chosen to stay local with similar conditions means that he's saving him for the bigger prize money. Why travel to Warrnambool, take a risk that you knock your head in a float when you can just travel up the road and get the same conditions,
Yeah,
1400 meters,
insects.
wet track, we'll go forward. Catch me if you can style. Why not? El Rocco at about $15 at the moment.
El Rocco, yes, one of the punters' favourites, or demons.
Absolutely is exactly that.
He
Wet,
wins
wet
or does
track,
nothing.
wet
Yeah,
track, always thereabouts. Good track,
absolutely.
put a line through him. That's me,
Absolutely.
boys. Up to you next, please.
Yeah, okay, I'll kick off there. We're going up to the Gold Coast. We're spreading ourselves thin this weekend, aren't we? Gold Coast, I think is a Guineas weekend up there, but anyway,
Yep.
race five, the Gold Coast bracelet over 1800. This is Queensland Oaks trial race for many horses here, and I think Waller has a nice one in Chispa around the $20 mark. With a dollar coin to win and probably five on the place. But did a really good job at Canterbury last start, closing off over a shorter trip. Going up to the Gold Coast, it's going to be a soft six, soft seven up there again. The rail's true. Big, big track to run home on. She's got a big finish, 1800. It is going to test her out as it will with most, but this is one of Waller's hopes in the Queensland Oaks. If she runs well here, watch out for her in the Oaks.
Have you got any others in that race? Because I actually looked at one myself, and I
Yep,
think it's in this race. And maybe
they
you
had a
can.
couple. It's
Is
really
it
open.
bonus season? Is that in this race?
Let me just pull up that race. Gold Coast
I
race
haven't got my phone
five.
on
Yeah,
here.
I'm just loading up the field now. Um, Single red's a top weight. It's a short price top weight. I don't have the one in my note. But Spicy Lou's going up there. She
There's
moves too. Fireball is. What was it called?
bonus season or something like that too.
Yeah, bonus season. Yeah, number 14, also down 56 and a half kilos. Um,
Not in your numbers because I think it ran second in the Queensland Oaks last year.
Yeah, I think I got 6 or 7 in my numbers here.
That-
So it's a really
Okay.
open race.
Yeah,
But yeah, barrier 12, it's probably going to have to do a lot of work to get across because there is some speed drawn underneath.
yeah,
Um, and being out wide and an on pacer might be a little bit of a knock on it,
yeah.
which is why I like Chispa because there's going to be plenty of tempo up forward.
Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Good luck, mate. Big price, 20 odd
All
bucks.
good.
Yeah,
Tone, back to the country town that you love.
Yes, staying in the city of churches down there, over there, wherever. Morfettville, race 8, number 12, Midtown Boss. Get about 51 bucks the win, 10 the place. Now, what can I say? I've gone completely the opposite and probably, you know, yeah. I can't bloody tip a long shot to bloody save myself. You know, they're all as useless as a white bloody crayon. But I've picked a crap horse, a crap hoop, and this horse is an absolute rogue. It reads the form guide. Every time its favourite runs like a busted ass. You know, spell fourth, spell fourth, spell fourth. If you have a look at the form, I
yep.
just think this is the kind of race the bloody thing will come from nowhere and win, or run into a place at good odds. Uh,
Interesting. Yes.
I want to know who your crap jockey is that's on it, Tone.
Stacky.
Is it?
Daniel Stackhouse,
yeah,
yes.
really pissed off with Stacky lately. He's cost me a bloody fortune. I'm really got the shits with him. He
I'm
couldn't
with you there.
let him ride a bloody pony at a county fair at the moment.
Oh,
Shits me.
I watched him running the Derby last weekend on what's that Engine of War, and he rode the worst ride of his life. There was
What's
no
that?
way he was supposed to be at the back there. I don't know what he's doing, mate, but well, he obviously will find form eventually. But like you said, Midtown Boss, the first up, first time in 2 years it's been second up. Like you said, it runs, goes close and spells. It runs, goes close and spells. Matt Laurie's decided to throw him in second up this time in there to finish the carnival off. That's going to be quite interesting. And 46 bucks, why not, Tone? Why not?
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
place.
I'm surprised that you found it, Tone. But I guess Midtown Boss, I guess in Tokyo or Osaka or maybe even in Fukuoka, that's what you are there. You're the Midtown Boss, aren't you?
Oh,
No,
far
you're
from
not.
it.
You're not.
No, I'm not a midtown boss, mate. No.
No,
Do you get
that's
out on the beers now these days? Honestly, do you get
Uh,
out with the boys and stuff like that?
not much. Usually Friday, I have a couple of beers with a pommy guy down the road, but I don't get out that much, mate. No.
You still got plans to come out here,
Uh,
or you're not sure?
oh no, not at this stage. No,
And maybe
no.
just for the wedding? Is that it?
Oh, we'll definitely be there for that, won't we? Uh, yeah, we could be down there for a little bit of a holiday next year, but you know,
Yeah.
see what happens. You know.
Nice. What about you,
Oh,
Mia? What's been going on with the new job? How's that going now? A few more weeks in.
and not too bad, not too bad. It's not really exciting, but it's easy work and yeah, good money.
So you're happy?
So
You're happy with the remuneration part of it at the moment?
yes, let's just say I haven't had this much financial freedom since I worked in the mines 30 years ago.
Did you work in the mines?
Long time ago, yeah, another
What
lifetime ago.
What did you do?
I was a diesel fitter.
A what?
Diesel fitter.
What the heck is a diesel
A
fitter? Not a fitter with
glorified
a
diesel
fitter.
mechanic that can also a diesel mechanic that can also do machining and welding and hydraulics and pneumatics and auto electricians and many other
What
things.
led you out of there?
I just newly married. I
Yeah.
liked cans. Brought the trade up here. Found out there's a big difference between mine wages and workshop wages.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
yeah, I'm not sad I gave up the tools. It's really hard work. They earn every penny they get.
So do you work on your own? Like if you got to service your own car, for example, you do it yourself, wouldn't you?
Mostly, yes. My
Yeah.
partner, she doesn't like me. She prefers to send it to the mechanic and pay three
Yeah.
times what we charge for the parts. But for myself,
what?
yeah, I service
Yeah,
my own
good one.
vehicles, and if I got new parts I need, I just replace them myself.
Yeah, that's good. Good to be
Yep.
hands-on. Unfortunately, I can't say I am. So, yeah, definitely not hands-on myself. Pay the man tax, and that's pretty
That's
much
all
what
right.
I
It's
do.
not for everyone.
No, I mean, I wish I was more handy, but sadly, I'm not. Now, well, I mean, I could be that handy. Don't worry about that. There's nothing wrong with that. So,
Before we move on, I just want to touch on the Gosford Cup.
yeah, by
Boyd,
all means.
Boyd, yeah, Boyd Argent, really, really hard to catch, but I think the track conditions and the distance is going to suit it, especially Barrier 1 Nash Royal on. It's well and truly due. His best is good enough to win. 10 to 1, it might be worth a little each way in the Gosford Cup.
Tone, you like anything anyway?
No, that's all I could find this weekend. I've been having not a good run, so
Well,
I'm sort of been
you had
very
a look at Gosford. Did you have a look at the takeover target, the stakes race at Gosford?
no, no,
No.
not
Okay. Well, let's
I'm
put
going
this
to
to you,
step away
Ken.
because I have, but you guys keep
Yep.
going. Just one tick, and I'll come back because
See
tell
ya.
me what race is it, mate? I'll bring it up on me.
It's race 7 at Gosford, mate.
Race 7.
Race 7 at Gosford. I'm finding it hard to get away from Kirk Wellen.
Oh, that's
Um,
one of my favourites, actually.
yeah, it's right up on speed. Got Sam Clipperton on, teaming up with Joey Pride again, which they used to in the old days until he retired. Now he's come back. The old team's back together.
right,
Yes,
Um,
been riding well
yeah,
too, hasn't
yeah, he has. He has actually. He's come back really well, and by all accounts, he's a much better person, mentally stable. So that's more attributed to the way he's riding, I guess. But Kirk Wellen, it's hard to get away from. It's interesting. Ostraka's here.
which
he?
race you
Right.
talking at the takeover?
The takeover target stakes, yeah, mate. Race
Um,
7 at
yeah,
Gosford.
I like what's his name too. I'm a Harry's yacht fan, but Ashley Morgan has been
Oh,
riding not the way I like recently. Yeah, I can't get Sammy Clipperton. I think you're right there, Marta. I really
yeah.
like.
I think Harry Shot just wants it a bit further, so that's why I steered away from him. Um, where did I go? What
I'm
number
really
did I
Yeah,
have
surprised to
down?
see Hayes take Oak Hill up there. I don't
Yeah,
think, but I really don't think it's been racing well at all.
it
Weight of the
hasn't.
Stars, we both liked a couple of weeks ago, didn't really
yeah.
do anything.
No, again, probably the trip, the weight of the stars tends to fade beyond 1,000 meters. I don't know what
Yeah,
they're doing in a 1,200-meter race.
But
Um, the other one I'd be looking at is King of Rosso, and the money's come for it
yeah,
early. They've been backing that in. But yeah, I think Kirk Wellen, Joey Pride, Sam Clipperton teaming up, the old gang's back together. It's drawn well, loves the trip. It's going to sit right behind speed. It's going to be right there at the finish.
and you're probably right. There was something that I liked tomorrow at Pakenham, and I've just got me
Oh yeah,
phone out. So I'm just going to wait for it to load up, and I'll tell you exactly what it was because there was. Okay, was it that?
yeah.
I think it was Kiwi Raider in the eighth race. Now it's a soft seven at the moment.
Yep.
Where is it? Here we go. Let's find it. Don't tell me it's been scratched. No, it's not. It's Mark Walker and Damien Thornton. Now you know how you guys said spell run, spell run, spell run. Well, it's got the same formula. So it won. It was spelled. It was fifth, and it was spelled. Then it ran fourth. It's $9. It opened up at about 8.50. It went out. Um, yeah, it's one that I've sort of I would say I've been watching, but it's one that caught me eye because I didn't think its run at Pakenham last start was that bad when it was $1.70. Beaten
Yeah, but
$1.70, beaten less than a length, 57. I've, I don't know, I'm just prepared to give it another crack. From $1.70 to $9, I think it's worth a punt.
mm,
beaten favourites. Love them. Love them.
I
That's
don't mind them either, but you know what the stupid thing is that many punters do? You might have 100 on a favourite, say, I don't know, 2 to 1,
yep.
and it gets rolled. And then
Mm,
next week you see it and you think, oh, geez, I might back that. But you notice that it's 15 to 1. So instead of being consistent, what you'll do is you'll say, I only put $5 on it, and then it wins. I think,
yeah, but you still got the same sort of return.
Yeah, I know that, but sometimes I think we've got to like the horses don't know their prices.
No, but
Especially if you're having a winning trip.
I'm a big advocate for telling people to bet according to the odds. Okay, you pick a price that you want to return, and that's what you should bet to gain that return, whether it's 2 to 1 or 10 to 1 or 20 to 1.
Which again is a good way of thinking. So, when you see a horse 7-2, you put, your
Yep.
70 on to, yeah, whatever, 20 on to win, 70 or whatever. Again, I
Hmm.
don't disagree with that. You want to win 1,000. It's 9 to 1, you put 100 on. Yeah, I like
Yep.
that too. But I also think that with certain horses, especially if you follow them, if you put 100 on it the first time and you found excuses for it, don't be scared off by the price when you do
Oh, yeah.
the next bet.
I mean, your example was quite extreme. You wouldn't go from 100 down to 5, but
No,
if you backed it for
no,
100 at evens and then it's a 15 to 1 next start, you might put 25 on. And then
yes,
you're going to get a positive return for it either way. If it wins,
yeah,
sorry. You're going to
yeah,
cover your first bet and you're going to get another positive result this time. But you wouldn't back $100 at an even money chance, and then I wouldn't back another $100 at 15s. There's a reason it's $15.
potentially, but sometimes that reason might be that it stepped up in class, dropped in weight, change of distance. Look, again, all those factors, but I think there's what
Mm,
the point I'm trying to make is you've got to be consistent in the way that you
sure.
lose your money. Because when you're consistent with the way that you lose your money, you don't then have headaches. Whereas
Yeah,
if
true.
you're, mixing it up all the time, it's like when we go to the casino. And I mean, you've worked in one, Marto. Tone, you've probably had plenty of bets, but if you play blackjack, some people never draw on 12. Some people never draw on 16. Some people
Mm,
mix and match. My theory on it is if you're going to draw on 16 against a picture card, you do it all
yep,
night. You do it all night.
exactly.
And then when
Yep.
you lose, because you go
Because if
home
you
broke,
don't, I'm going to give you an elbow in the ribs.
are you? You still
Yeah,
home?
I'm that guy.
Are you that guy? I'm the
I
guy that
am.
just gets up if I don't like someone on the table.
Well,
Bet me.
I do, but I try and help them out too. You give them a little nudge, not nothing vicious, but just a little nudge and say, "Hey, I draw on that one. Yes, you're okay. You're only a 40% chance of getting a low card, but it's going to take that off the dealer if it's a 10, and you're going to help out everybody else. See, blackjack's a team sport. I
Yeah,
mean, we're getting off the subject here, a different tangent,
yeah, but is it a team
but
sport though? Is
yeah, of course it
gambling
is.
any
People just
form?
get selfish when they put their own money on. It's a team sport.
Yeah,
You're playing for the whole
No?
table.
Do you
off when I'm
gamble
saying
as a team
it's
sport?
plastic. He doesn't know what they're doing,
Yes,
and they're drawing cards when they shouldn't be. And I see the card that they've drawn, and it would have been a winning hand for me. You
exactly.
know, like I prefer to be at the front of the first one out of the shoe.
Then
That's
everybody else affects you. But you're right, Taz. If someone's not doing what you like and you can't help them out, they're just too ignorant to listen, then they get up and move. There's always another table.
Yeah,
mm.
well,
It's better than getting upset over it.
yeah, I tend to agree with that. Now,
But getting back to the punt, like in
Oh,
order
yeah,
for
that's right.
we're
what
still talking
everybody
about punting.
everybody sees things differently. Like if I'm going to have something 25 each way, something which I don't, I'm not like Taz. I don't have hundreds and thousands, to put on. But
It's
you
all
know,
relevant.
I always I level stake. You know,
Right.
always level stake. If
See, I
the
never back an each way 50-50.
You'll go
you
one
If
by
don't,
it's each
three.
if it's each way, I'm saying it's a strong chance to go in the top three and a small chance to win. So my small chance to win is a less confidence bet. So it might be a 30% by 70% or 40 by 60, depending on my confidence level on that horse's winning chance, and of course what the odds are. But that way you're always going to return a small profit if it wins. And you can still back it at 2 to 1 to place and gain a profit.
See, I'm similar yet different, but I'm
Mm.
not as consistent. I'll
Yep.
say that. But I tend to find if I think that a horse is worth an each way bet, for example, to get money back on the each way, and let's say I'm going to have 25 each way, hypothetically, and if it runs a drum, it pays $2.60, I win $2. I would say, you know what? Keep the 25 the place and just back the 25 straight out on the nose because it's the same thing.
Mm.
That way I don't.
Yeah, all depends on the race and the odds of
Yeah,
the
no,
horse,
no,
of course.
and I
Yeah,
agree.
so
Or alternatively, like what you just said, Marto, where you go the 1 by 3, sometimes I like that theory. I really do. But what I tend to do if I think that there's something that's about $3 the place, um, rather than going 1 by 3, I just put my 25, for example, instead of going like,
Mm.
let's just say 25 by 75. I
Yep,
just put the 75, the place.
on the
And if,
place. Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah. And that's
right.
been
and
done
if it
too.
wins, you know what? Bad luck, but it doesn't matter because small fish are sweet too.
Well, that's right. You're still getting 3-1 for your money
Yeah,
anyway.
that's what I mean. So that's me. Having said that,
Sure.
I don't think I've had such a successful rate of payment coming into my account of recent.
Mate,
So
if you can find a punter who can tell you he's in front, they're lying through their nose.
there's plenty of them.
Absolutely.
There's plenty of them. You hear the stories, eh? And that's
Yeah,
what
even
I
the
Oh,
pro
do as well.
punters.
Ah,
Yeah.
I say it. I say it as well. I mean, I bumped into a lad probably a couple of weeks ago, and he was with his group of mates, and they were just talking it up. And he's doing so well. He does this and he does that. And I said, yeah, yeah, that's good. Do you know what other bets he's at? No, no, he just
No.
he's just in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
and
What about the
well,
losing
yeah,
ones?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
only hear
what we
about the
do.
winners.
Well, that's exactly right. And the beauty of us is our winners and our losers are all there for everyone to see. And
Absolutely. Don't hide behind them.
no, there's nothing wrong with it. I
We
mean,
haven't.
and to be fair, we do sometimes go out on a limb because behind the scenes, I'm sure we all have different bets. But when
Yep.
we say this is our Kickstarter, that doesn't mean we haven't picked three to go from. Do you know what I mean? And then
Hmm.
we decide, well, this is the one we're going to go with. And Lord and behold, guess what happens?
The other
It's the
one.
one that gets beaten, and the other two both win. You know what I mean? And it
Oh,
happens.
yeah. Every week.
Oh,
It does happen.
absolutely.
And
Every
then
week.
and then when we post that in the chat, the one thing that is a given is that Tone will hang shit on us.
Why didn't you share that one?
That's a given.
Yeah. I used to do that because there's times where I Dutch up to. I like something that's at 250 and I think something's a bit of value at around $5. So I actually back them both to return around the same.
Yeah.
And yeah, and quite often, like you said, it's that $5 horse that gets up and win, but you've tipped out the 250. So you can't promote I bet on that $5 horse when you've tipped out the $2.50 horse and everybody else has lost.
Yeah. And it's the same. Sometimes I know when I put my tips out, I mean everyone can no disrespect to whatever we've selected this week, but it's easy sometimes to tip a $2 winner. I mean, I'm
Mm,
sure that we could all go through the card right now and find something that is probably underpriced that we
yep.
all think is going to win. It could be three different horses, and it probably does.
Not like last week, Strand Deal Classic,
Well,
case
it's
in
fine,
point.
but we're not. Yeah, absolutely. But we're not here to just tip people favourites.
No.
They can get
Um,
those from the from Get On and the shows on TAB and stuff like that. We use our judgment to give a different angle.
yeah,
And
we're not working with the bookies either.
no, we're not. And to be fair, I think if you go back historically, you'll find that we wouldn't be costing you your mortgage, that's for sure. So if you're
No, no, no.
following, and and a big thank you to